Hello, my name is Caden. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. Another don't shoot scenario I'm going to give you. Today is going to be scenario number two. The first scenario, there was not that many people who watched the video as I predicted, and guess what? There's not going to be too many people who are going to be watching this video, but unlike Nothing Fancy, if it doesn't go and I feel that it's important, I'm going to be putting it out in the universe. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go to the second scenario of a shoot no shoot, and we're going to be going over the 5 demarcation lines. Again, what are they? You have to be innocent. You have to have immediacy, proportionality, and proportionality basically means that the use of force against the person is going to be appropriate for your attacker. Like if you bring out a baseball bat against somebody who is attacking you with a feather, well, you're going to have proportionality issues there. It's not reasonable that you being attacked by a feather is going to create great bodily harm or death. Okay, and you bring in a baseball bat to someone's head, it's not going to happen. Okay. Avoidance. I don't care if you are in a stand your ground state. All avoidance means is that the state will not go after you and beating you over the head to second guess your decision. A perfect example of that is, and some people ask me about this, is that the classic one is that if you are backed up against a busy highway, you are not required to be go to some place that's probably going to even be more dangerous. It's a great way of getting you guys to understand the concept of it, but what the prosecutor will do is he'll start parsing words. Well, what is a busy highway? Is it 10 cars a minute? Is it 20 cars a second? What is the threshold for you to be able to retreat into a street of some sort? Okay, the prosecutor is not going to be second guessing you and beating you at your head against the wall because of a very stressful situation. These lawyers who make these decisions are in courtrooms with a bunch of county police people around them with their Glocks or whatever they're using, and they are in an air conditioning room and they are rarely challenged with their lives, and they're trying to make second guessing you on your decision if you are able to retreat into a busy street or not. Okay, and reasonableness. Maybe someday I'll go over reasonableness because I've been getting questions on that too. Okay. The second scenario is going to be interesting. After entering a bar, another individual steps on your toe. You muttered asshole under your breath. The individual bumps into your shoulder, knocking you back. You shove the individual to the floor. The individual jumps up over the floor and charges you with a knife, and you shoot the individual charging you with a knife. Is this a good shoot or bad shoot scenario? I'll pause this for 5 seconds and I'll tell you my opinion. Okay, basically what it is you entered a bar, and basically all I have to say is if it is a bar, you better well know your legal standing in each state. Some states do not allow you to have a weapon in a bar. Some will not even allow you to have a weapon in a restaurant that serves alcohol. And the one thing I will say is that if there is a law that you cannot have a weapon in a bar or a restaurant that serves alcohol, you have no legal standing for self-defense. Even before you get to the 5 demarcation lines, you are dead in the water. Okay, let's go over them. Immediate. Yeah, there's an immediate kind of issue here. The guy's coming at you with a knife. Uh, so I don't really have anything to say about that. Innocent. Are you an innocent party? Well, no, you aren't an innocent party. You're the one who said asshole in the beginning. You're the one who shoved him to the floor in the beginning. Nope, you have failed it. So I'm not even going to go through proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness. So in a deadly force situation, you must be the innocent party. You cannot be seen as the aggressor. That is you must be a person who started or who didn't start or escalate the conflict. Someone shoving someone on the bar obviously violates this rule, but how about flipping someone off on the highway? It can be argued that if you flip someone off on the highway, you are escalating the scenario. And the prosecutor will not only analyze the timeline, but he's going to go back to where the incident occurred and understand whether or not you have some kind of relationship with the attacker. It gets kind of convoluted if you actually know the person or you've had bad blood between you in the past, prior arrests. He's going to try to prove that you are not an innocent party. However, this is cut and dry. The scenario that I gave you, you are not an innocent party. Now, some authors will say that this just because you have a gun doesn't mean that you can't disagree with somebody. However, if they escalate it, you need to de-escalate it somehow. And the perfect example of it is like throwing your hands up and say, hey, no, I don't want anything to do with you. I'm sorry. And you backing off. That legally, in my understanding, and I'm not a lawyer, I don't claim to be and I don't want to be, but my understanding is that basically resets your game. If you throw up your hands and say, no, I don't want any part of it, and you have to have some kind of verbal and body language component saying and backing off to basically reset the standard of you being an innocent party. However, don't rely upon it. The other component is, let's say that you were someone in the bar and you saw this happening and you came to the aid of the attacker. This is a question that happens every once in a while, and this is my opinion. This is not legal advice. This is used for information only. Is that defending an unknown person is going to be very dangerous because you and the attacker is not, you don't know what they're going to be saying. And if it is a perfect scenario, and this happened, 6 or 7 months ago, is that two burly gay guys are going after it, and they were lovers, and someone stepped into the fight, and then what happened was the two gay lovers turned on the Good Samaritan, if you will. This is just not a good idea. Best thing to do is become a good witness. In some states, like Minnesota, they don't want you to become a good witness. They want you to leave the area. But becoming a good witness and calling 911 is probably your best bet. So, scenario number 2 has failed the innocent party standard of the 5 demarcation lines. My name is Caden. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. I hope this helped.